One thing that
Go ahead.
a lot of people say about marriage is then you're gonna have sex with the same person for the rest of your life. How
Yes.
you?
All right. Well, this is just one thing to that. If you don't wanna have sex with one person for the rest of your life,
Don't get
don't get
married.
married.
Amen.
A lot of people getting married look forward to the big day and especially the big night.
Which
So,
night is that?
Mhm.
did the big night live up to your expectations?
Oh, did it live up to your expectation?
Who say
Yeah.
a
Of
chum?
course.
No, it look quite sweet then. A whole heap of honey did another moon then.
I mean, it's something that the bride looks to or looks forward to, and I'm sure that the husband as well. Him gonna look forward to that.
Man.
So, you right, Jerome.
Amen.
So, we will say that if I got tired, it's tired, and well, I got two different perspectives from this. So one set was saying that you're going to be tired, do it the next day, and somebody else was saying, "Oh, when you're tired, make sure I say that to it." But I mean, it was something at the back of my head, and I was looking forward to it. So tired or no tired, I was looking forward to that.
Come on, girl. You're preaching. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long day. It was a very long day, and well, luckily I had a wedding planner, so I never really had the stresses so much to deal with. But I was looking forward to it. I all went faster up there. I read and something like, all right, we need to order and sign so we can get to the lie down. Yeah, so that was in the back of my head. Looking forward to the night, and yes, it was a very good night.
Watch
Bro.
So what else did you get up to? Was that all you did on the honeymoon?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh, no, do nothing else? That's all I do?
Whoa.
Yeah, we had breakfast.
Cause we got married. It was a villa, so we got married and stayed at that
At the
same
same
villa.
place.
So we didn't travel to anywhere else. It was in a same location.
Yeah, so I was just wondering why Mr. Higgins not saying anything. You weren't looking forward to that night?
Of course, I'm just allowing her to talk.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and she said it all. I mean, yeah, of course, definitely. Something, as she said, even when reception is going on, we're like, yeah, it's time.
No, man, wrap up.
I just want to ask a question, because today something came back to my mind. I was remembering the day when I was getting engaged, and anxiety would have killed me. So I'm just asking you from the male perspective, on the day of your wedding, how you feel, how you deal with that? Because being was saying anxiety is something where it real.
Why? I mean, like, I mean, even the night before, like, you get when you want everything to be perfect and doing rehearsals and rain and all of that, you just get tense, like, just want everything perfect. And during the day, it's more. In the day, actually, it's more of excitement. I was excited, especially with my friends around and things like that. They were there to just keep off anything, whatsoever. But just excitement, nervous, just a little bit, and especially when the ceremony was to start. And she should come in and all of that. Everybody waiting and say,
"No way, Brian."
So you're shedding the tears?
Nah.
No, we didn't.
Well, her eyes were sweating, but
Okay.
Then the two eager feet finish, man. Then no tears, no tears.
What I did too, I did a little note just to let all the excitement and things, making notes that I'm not gonna run away. I had wrote.
That's good.
I had written a little note to put in the jacket of his suit. I don't know if I did get it or read it. So you could read it in the meantime, because I didn't want to be a late bride.
Okay.
So everything had to be, in order and in place, and I wasn't late though, so never worry about that.
Bro, you're blessed and highly favored, you know?
Yeah, man, for real.
Hey, we know that in a relationship we will have conflicts because it's basically two different people coming together, right? So how is it that you deal with conflicts? How do you work together to eliminate or reduce those?
Excuse me. For me, it goes back to, well, let me talk about a little bit about our past, because of the idea that, all right, if we have an argument, we should have an argument and somebody has to win the argument. That was me. And it wasn't nice because Mr. Higgins right here never did argue back with me. So it's like me alone argued myself.
Great.
So as I said before, you have to be on the same page. So once I realized that, well, no sense me argue because I'm alone in the conversation, but just give up, right? But then fast forwarding to when we got around some persons who really do have successful marriages, they allowed for us to see a different side of everything in terms of our marriage. And for one, they taught us that there are some words that should be on a daily basis be used in a marriage, like I love you, I am sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. What else? I remember, but some of those
hard phrases.
Hard phrases to say. And so when we realize that we don't argue, we have disagreements, but we have never argued per se, never. And the disagreement is just for us because of course we have different personalities, and so we have books that we read to help with that. And one of them is my favorite, Wired That Way, where I get to understand his personality, his love language, and of course he would understand mine. And so whenever a disagreement comes up, we acknowledge that it's a disagreement, and we can just give it a breeze off if we have to take a breather, and then just Either talk about it or just, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
Something.
And I mean, another, a lot of the times, the thing that causes like disagreements are, you know, maybe the other person think they're doing too much or whatever, is that thing that we always say, 50-50. So the thing about 50-50 is, we always say win-win. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, all of that. The thing about 50-50 is you kind of still lose. As when you think you reach your 50 now, so that means it's the other person's time to give their 50. But in a marriage that can't really work. You can't really look at it like that, or is it gonna be selfish?
Be competition.
So you gotta look at, you got to look at another way that we learned about looking at it is 100-100. So the thing is, I am trying to do 100 to make her happy, and she does 100 to make me happy. So once the both of us are trying to do 100, then it's gonna be 100, and it's not gonna be, all right, me reach 49 now, so me I make sure she reach 48, so me can just do 50, and then she can reach up to So you still have a lose-lose if you think 50-50, as in, all right, me do my part, time for you do yours. When I think 100 now, just only you trying to make the other person happy. And of course, still working on that. We're, still working on, and because we're working on the mindset of just only wanting the other person to be happy. And that will really help you.
Yeah, I think it emphasizes the fact that it's not about competition, but collaboration, and that's something I believe a lot of persons still don't understand. So, great.
Yeah.
What's the name of the book again?
Wired That Way.
Alright, boys.
Prepared.
It talks about the 4 basic personalities, the weakness, the strengths in every area, in every aspect of your life, the weakness, the strengths, and teaches how you go about working along with the other 3 personalities. So it's something that's helped in a way in our mindset.
Okay.
All right, so could you just give us some information on how your marriage has evolved since you had your bundle of joy?
Oh well, my God, our world has changed literally. Like, if persons don't talk about this, like from the beginning, from the get-go, you might lose your way. Talk about it, because it's really a life-changing situation where another life, just imagine a next life just come interrupt with per se. Not saying that it's an interruption, but
things change.
Interrupt how we deal life, interrupt how we
The flow.
do things, interrupt how we have sex, interrupt every single thing. Like,
what is wrong? Oh, please explain that part, because someone seems confused.
What part?
which part?
What part?
It interrupts sex.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who's
Because
confused.
I mean,
I am not.
Shed some light.
because I mean, you have a little baby now. She's 7 months now, but in the beginning, like, you have to be careful.
Alright, so the thing is about so it's being tired now is not like the wedding night tired. So when you're actually tired, you have to sleep.
Okay.
So when you're tired, we just
Yeah.
deadbeat tired.
So it's all about timing and when you wake and when you sleep
And she tells us how to live our life now. So she determines how much sleep we get. And she determines everything. Like everything just changed literally around her. But at the end of the day, as soon as she get a little older and as soon as Corona gone, so we can have
So I mean, I mean, yeah, it's a blessing. It's like really a life changer to have a new part of you in this world, per se.
yeah.
And you know, it changes how you view the future, view the present, and all of that, and decisions you make. Even like things we say and how we say it, words we say, everything
Yeah.
changes everything to a positive. Everything, all of plannings, it has to, she has to be in the picture now. So, and we are very blessed to have that. And yeah, I mean, don't even know what else to say.
How do you maintain intimacy without the sex?
Well, as we said before, she,
Intimacy. Let's say.
yeah. So,
So that would be I mean, cause right now we actually read a lot now. So our thing, and we actually listen a lot of motivational things, audios and so. But so our life is around that mostly, you know. Maybe it's more of watching something together, reading, listening or motivational audios, and
and
you know,
forget the young people, the young people at our church too. They are a part of us because he's the president. So we have to take into consideration that we have to be there for them. So whenever we have an activity, it's always us planning and
yeah, all our plannings are together. So that's more like togetherness. It's not more like she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing. It's more like
on the same page.
On the same page about what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that keeps a connection, even if we don't have sex in the mix like as frequent as in the past.
Okay. And Jay?
Yeah, I was just gonna say something. Being that he's a youth president and you're very much active and engaged in church, a lot of times you know that young men sometimes shy away from coming to church because it seems it seems as though just coming to church and serving the Lord is gonna be hard for them to really get on with your life, especially as it relates to relationship, because I'm going to get baptized but I can't have sex, or I can't have sex before marriage. Like, how do you deal with that? Or what would you say then to the young men out there who think that church is going to stifle that aspect of their life, so they're not ready to come to church?
Well, I mean, it's a part of it is, association. I mean, when you're around persons, also that is what Kenny said, is almost like unevenly yoked. It's not just our kind of relationship. It's in friendships and all of that's just the same.
Yeah.
You have maybe association outside of your faith. So, and there are more of your influence. And if you have more of that influence, then wanting sex and all of that is naturally, whether you're a Christian or whatever, you're still gonna have that. But when you have more association outside of that pulls it more and builds that up more to let you think, I should be enjoying myself more. And the thing is, even whether it's your career or your business or even your faith, I think most people always try to put everything separate. Like, So you have your faith, your church over here, you have a relationship over here, you have school over here, and your business over here and work. So that's how you get pulled all different directions. But if you can actually think about it as just it being incorporated in your life, like it's just a part of it, everything works around it. It will be much easier. If you're not thinking about church as just something separate, like you just go Sunday, it will be easier to incorporate in your life and your faith, and know you will know that all the decisions that you are making is around that. Of course, sounds easier than said than done, but that's what we should think about. Like, think about it as everything as being just one, instead of this year. So you have to be a different person here, then Sunday you have different person here, you're at work, you're a different person here, when you're at your parents, you're a different person here. No one really knows who you are. So then, of course, you have to try to say, all right, if you're going to church now, it's gonna pull you away from enjoying the worldly things and other stuff. But I mean, if you want to be a Christian or your faith or whatever, if that is your faith, then just look for someone in that sense. Think about like plan it. If most times you don't know what to do if you don't actually plan it. If you write down things as in what you want to do, like this next, then of course you will say, all right, I'll wait, then I'll find the person and then I'll get married or hold off on sex and until that time, because you have a sequence on how to want things. But if it's just there and you don't know what to do and you just want sex, then it's easy to say, church, I will keep more from sex.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much, so much for giving us some of your time, and we enjoyed having you and chatting and laughing. Jay,
Nice to be on.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
you might mute, brother.
Oh yeah. So Mr. and Mrs. Higgins, it was really and truly a privilege to talk to you guys. I have learned a lot, right? And I'm going to take some pages, yeah, out of your book, right? And we're going to use them, and I hope and I believe our viewers, they are being educated, they are being empowered from what you have just said. So wish you all the best. Continue just to inspire the world with your love, all right? So all the best and stay safe.
I just hope what we shared helps someone out there and inspire them. Yeah.
And stay dating even though you're married.
Yep.
And you don't have to have money.
Just the person that you're married to, please.
Yes. That's what we're saying.
Alright, let me rephrase. Stay dating to the person you married.
Even though you are married.
Even though you're married.
Okay, great.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, peace.
Welcome.